start with, how much of an influence was Jackson in coming here, given that connections?
Jackson was a huge influence for me coming here. On my visit, we sat down. We had a great talk, just about what he had done and what I wanted to do to follow in his footsteps. But I made it very clear to him when I was coming in, I wanted to take everything I could possibly learn from him. Someone as talented as him, you don't find many four-year starters in college as a kicker or punter. And the guy was phenomenal, so I took everything I could possibly learn from him to implement it to my game, while trying to stay true to what I know how to do.
What did you learn from him?
Well, I mean,
what was the biggest takeaway, I guess? Obviously, you learned a lot.
I guess the mental game was a big takeaway from Jackson. He was a very mentally tough guy. He didn't let things get to him when he had a down day, which is something I struggle with. I would get in my head when I struggled, and he really would help me pick myself up, teach myself not to get down, move on to the next kick. Every kick's a new kick. So that's my biggest takeaway from Jackson.
So how much does sitting out a year like that help? Now knowing that Jackson's gone, that vacancy is there for you to step up.
That year off was crucial to me. There's no doubt in my mind I needed it. That was a big part of me wanting to go to a big Division I program, was I wanted to be able to use my red shirt for 1 year, just because I knew I needed to make some types of adjustments to my game. I didn't start punting until my second year of junior college, so I'm still fairly new to all this. But I feel like I'm improving a lot every day, and that's about it.
Was there ever any hesitation coming to a place like this, given how rarely sometimes this team punts, especially early in the season?
There was no hesitation for me coming here. This was my dream school. Truthfully, I didn't take into too much consideration. Oh, they only punt 40 times a season, as opposed to a school that punts 60 or 70. The fact of the matter is, every time you go out and punt, you have to make the most of your opportunities, whether you're punting 60 times a year or 40 times a year.
So you're competing with Alejandro this
Yes, sir.
Right? How's the competition?
It's going great.
Do you guys view it as competition?
Yeah, I think we view it as a competition, but even though it's competition, it's a friendly competition. If he wins the job, I'm going to be there for him in any way I can, and if I win, I know he's going to be there for me in any way he can. Anytime I see anything I can offer him, I'm trying to do anything I can to make him better. Same for him. He's doing anything he can to make me better every day.
Number one punter in Priscilla's class, right?
Yeah.
What year were you ranked?
I was the 2012 class.
2012.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as a quarterback, running back, if you're number one, obviously you're going to get a ton of hype.
Yeah.
A ton of, eyes.
Yeah.
I guess in terms of special teams, it's not necessarily quite as much of a magnifying glass on.
Yeah.
But do you feel a little bit of that pressure, especially amongst, maybe not even amongst the outsiders or teammates, but that recruiting class of punters? I feel like you got to hold your own.
I don't necessarily feel pressure, but I guess I hold myself to a very high standard. I don't feel the pressure from the outside, but like I said, I hold myself to an extremely high standard. I expect a lot out of myself. If I have a bad day, I'm going to get on myself. I'm not going to get down, but I'm going to make sure I go through film and I improve everything I can that day. I guess I'm just not really not your typical punter. I expect a lot out of myself.
I think a lot of people just think punting's pretty simple.
Yeah.
You just get up there and try to kick the ball as far as you can. Obviously, there's a lot more to it.
Yeah.
What's the strength in your punting game, and what's something that you're still working on?
I would say the strength in my punting game is the power I can get behind the ball. I can generate a good amount of power behind the ball. I can hang the ball up as long as I can, or for a good amount of time. I'd say my biggest struggle at this point is my get-off time. I definitely need to improve my get-off time, which just comes with more reps, and the quicker I can get with my hands, the faster I'm going to be on my get-off time.
Have you had more punts blocked in practices and those kind of situations? Noticing that difference between, this is such a drastic difference with get-off time in high school versus college.
Yeah, I haven't had too many punts blocked in practice. I've had a few here and there. The guys do a good job of letting up and making sure I can at least get the punt off. But I make sure when I watch film, I'm timing my get-offs. I can see on film when guys would have blocked it and when they would not have blocked it. So I just need to improve that get-off time.
What do you do to improve that?
Catch a lot of balls, because it's mostly just working with your hands, getting the ball set in the right place. The quicker you can get the ball set, the quicker you can get going, and for me it's all just hands.
Yeah. Appreciate talking.
Thank you.
Thanks.